Welcome back. Before we begin, we wish you a very happy Dasera and season's greetings. We are here to present our 25th edition of Market Outlook, Stock Reviews and Stock Recommendations program. It has been a tumultuous week, although it was a shortened week, a truncated week because of Dasera holiday on last Tuesday. The week gone by has seen the Nifty falling from 19,550 plus levels to 18,000, below 18,850. The low had been 18,037. The high for the week was 19,556. Hardly any sector or any stock has been spared in this kind of a massive sell-off and a big fall. So what is the Nifty going to do? Already we have seen on the last Friday there was a pullback rally. At least some pullback has already happened on last Friday. Will this pullback continue? If it were to continue, how far will it go? Will there be another downswing soon enough? Or this rally is likely to continue? How do we know? What should we measure? What should we look for? Watch out. Here we are again. We are going to study the Nifty. There had been some special developments last week. Nifty has actually broken double top. It has formed a double top pattern and it has broken certain critical levels. That is, the double top is generally confirmed once the intervening low between the two tops here. First look at it is the daily chart of the Nifty. First look at the first top at 19,991. This happened on 20th of July. And then there was a new top 15th of September at 20,222. In between, the lowest close had been 19,253. 19,253.80. That happened on 31st of August. So, as per Dow theory, once this 19,253 close is broken, that is a close that is lower than 19,253, the double top pattern will be confirmed. And that happened first time. It happened. The first breakdown happened on Wednesday. That was, the low was 19,074 and the close was 19,122. Tuesday it showed a low of 19,257, but the close was 19,281. So the Tuesday it could not do that, but on Wednesday it posted a close of 19,122, thereby confirming the double top pattern. What we would the import is that once the double top is broken, it is, let's say 19,253, let's say 19,253 and the top is 2222. So that means roughly 1,000 points from 19,253, which will be 18,250. Once 18,250 is reached, then the double top's downside projections would be met. But now we need to see whether the index falls below the 200-day exponential moving average, which is at 18,832. There is a possibility of a minor bounce back rally that can happen. An initial target would be the 9-day moving average at 19,303. Once that is taken out, then the bearish crossover that we can see between 20 and 50-day moving averages which are at the same level, almost at the same level. Almost both the moving averages are currently around 19,525. So so let's say 19,500 to about 19,550 would be the range, would be the upper boundary for the projected or a probable pullback rally. That is the maximum extent, and minimum we can expect that it may actually test 19,300 where the 9-day exponential moving average is located. But after that, if it were to fall below the Gann angle level, below the Gann angle level around say 18,850 or so, if it were to break down below that, then we would be counting on the double top projection getting met around 18,250. But overall, this is actually a negative pattern. Let's get into the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we see that it is showing a similar formation here. In this case, it is actually in the weekly chart, there is a tweezers top kind of a thing that has already happened, and after that 3-4 weeks of trading has happened. Now if it were to fall below the 50-week moving average is at 18,673, it can go further down. So overall, it suggests that despite the fact that there could be a pullback rally to a minimum of 19,300 to about 19,550, but ultimately the lows that happened last week, that was say 18,837 low, would be broken and it will go further down. Chances are that we would see 18,250 in the coming weeks. That kind of level would come. So that is the prognostication for Nifty. हम लोग जो अभी जो चार्ट देख रहे हैं वो निफ्टी का YTD चार्ट, मतलब ईयर टू डेट चार्ट है. ये इस साल की शुरुआत से अभी तक निफ्टी का जो ट्रेडिंग हुआ है उसी के ऊपर में ये चार्ट बना हुआ है. ये कैंडल स्टिक चार्ट है. इसमें आप देख रहे हैं कि गुरुवार के दिन जो लो बनाया था 18,837 का, उसके बाद में शुक्रवार के दिन ये ऊपर की तरफ मूवमेंट दिया है. मूवमेंट देके 19,047 पे बंद दिया है. अभी एक पुलबैक रैली होने की संभावना दिख रहा है, क्योंकि ये जो गैन एंगल और 200 डे को टेस्ट किया, यहाँ से एक पुलबैक रैली पुलबैक करेक्टिव रैली, शॉर्ट कवरिंग रैली होने की संभावना दिखाई दे रहा है. इसमें अभी जो है कि वो 19,308 जहाँ पे आपका ये 9 डे एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज, 9 दिन का जो एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज होता है वो है, वो मिनिमम पुलबैक रैली की लेवल, माने जहाँ तक वो पहुँच सकता है वही लेवल होगा. और देखिए एक जो हैमर लाइन बना था, वो 4 अक्टूबर के दिन जो हैमर लाइन बना के एक बॉटम बनाया था, उसका भी लेवल वो 19,333 का है. तो 19,303, 19,333 ये मिनिमम एक्सपेक्टेशन होना चाहिए. और ऊपर में ये जो दोनों मूविंग एवरेज जो है, ये दोनों मूविंग एवरेज, एक तो 19,528 पर है और दूसरी जो है वो 19,524, मतलब 19,525 के आसपास 20 दिन का और 50 दिन का एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज डेथ क्रॉस बना रहा है. दोनों ही नीचे की तरफ जा रहा है और 20 दिन का जो मूविंग एवरेज वो आपका 50 दिन वाला मूविंग एवरेज को तोड़ के नीचे जाने की ये दिखाई दे रहा है. तो इसमें एक यही चीज़ बोला जा सकता है कि एक पुलबैक रैली तो होगा, लेकिन ये भी होगा कि पुरानी जो लो बनाया था, मतलब ये जो थर्सडे मतलब गुरुवार के दिन जो लो बनाया था वो 18,837 का, वो लेवल टूट जाएगा, उसके नीचे जाएगा. कहाँ तक जा सकता है? जैसा देखिए ये जो डबल टॉप कंफर्मेशन का बात आपने किया ना कि ये 31 अगस्त के दिन 19,253.80 का जो क्लोजिंग लेवल का लो है दोनों टॉप के बीच में, एक 19,991 ये 20 जुलाई के दिन और 20 अक्टूबर के तारीख को जो 20,222.45 जो ऑल टाइम हाई है, ये दोनों के बीच में यही सबसे नीचे का क्लोज था। ये आपका 18 ये जो 19,253 का 31 अगस्त के दिन जो बना था, ये तो अभी वो 2,222 से लेके ये 19,253 रफली ये मान के चलिए कि 1,000 पॉइंट नीचे जाने की संभावना, वो पुरानी जो क्लोज का बात कर रहा था कि 19,253 वहाँ से मतलब 18,250 का लेवल एक बार आ सकता है, ऐसा उम्मीद करना चाहिए डबल टॉप। तो बट डबल टॉप एक जो ये जो टॉप बनता है ना, ये टॉप का यही महत्वपूर्ण जो बात है वो है कि ये कुछ महीनों के लिए एटलीस्ट ऊपर का लेवल बता दिया है और उसके बाद में अभी ऊपर जाने से सेलिंग आएगा, ऐसा ही संकेत देता है। तो अभी हम लोगों को देखना पड़ेगा कि ये पुल बैक रैली के बाद में अपना 200 डे एक्सपोनेंशियल मूविंग एवरेज जो कि गैन एंगल के आसपास ही है, अभी वो 19,525 के 18,832 के आसपास है। तो वो 18,832 का लेवल तोड़ के इंडेक्स नीचे जाता है तो 18,250 का लेवल आने का संभावना और ज़ोरदार हो जाता है। अभी हम लोग वीकली चार्ट को देखते हैं। वीकली चार्ट में मोर और लेस एक ही जैसा पैटर्न दिखाई दे रहा है कि यहाँ पे वही दोनों टॉप के बाद में एक बार ट्वीज़र स्टॉप जैसा फॉर्मेशन दिखा रहा है, जिसमें कि एक तो पहला हाई जो था वो 20,222 और दूसरा जो उसके बाजू वाला टॉप वो 20,195 का, ये टॉप दोनों टॉप के बाद में नीचे आना चालू किया है। अभी ये अपना गैन एंगल को टेस्ट तो कर लिया पिछले गुरुवार के दिन, अभी वो तोड़ के अगले हफ्ते में अगर गैन एंगल का लेवल रहेगा 18,800 के आसपास, वो 18,800 का लेवल तोड़ के अगर नीचे जाना चालू करे तो जैसा आपको मैंने कहा है कि 18,250 के आसपास जाने की संभावना दिख रहा है और 18,250 टूटने से ये वीकली गैन एंगल का लेवल ये 17,900 के आसपास का लेवल भी आ सकता है। लेकिन फ़िलहाल इतना ही देखना चाहिए, 18,800 का लेवल टूट जाए तो 18,250 का लेवल निफ्टी दिखाएगा, ऐसा ही उम्मीद लेके चलना चाहिए। और ये छोटी रैली में अगर आप लोग पार्टिसिपेट करें तो तुरंत इसमें से निकल जाने का भी प्रयत्न करिएगा, क्योंकि ये कितना देर तक सस्टेन कर पाएगा ऊपर में वो उसमें थोड़ा डाउट है, वो नीचे ही जाने का संभावना ज़्यादा दिख रहा है। ज़्यादा पोजीशन मत लीजिएगा ऊपर की तरफ, ऊपर से जब नीचे आएगा तब आप पोजीशन बनाइए, वो ठीक रहेगा। Now we have come to Bank Nifty. As you know that we have always been telling you that after the first 3 months starting from April, say somewhere in mid-June, July, Bank Nifty started faltering. We referred to the projectile formation, then that became distribution, and then thereafter Bank Nifty became the weakest of the lot among the indices that we track. Now the same Bank Nifty from 46,000 high, now it has come down below 43,000 also. Will we see a pullback? But we must remember one more thing out here, that this is one index in which you have seen that the 20-day moving average, the 9-day moving average, the 5-day moving average, all are trending down, and the Bank Nifty has given 2 closes below the 200-day exponential moving average. So Bank Nifty is on a weaker footing. Will the Bank Nifty move up or will it not? Should one get out of bank stocks? How are the PSU banks doing? Are they giving any better picture? Or it is only the private banks? What would you do with your bank stocks? We will discuss threadbare. Now we are going to discuss the Bank Nifty. We will use the daily chart first and the weekly charts next. Once you see the daily chart, you will notice that there is one high, that's a big red candle on 27th of July. The high was 46,310, and then there is a second top on 15th of September that was again 46,310. So exact level. And in between there is an intervening lowest close that was at 43,891. So roughly 43,900 to about 46,300, 2,400 points. So when we count, the double top formation has been confirmed because we have posted lows below the 43,891 levels. And there had been not just one close, there had been several closes, and also it has broken the 200-day exponential moving average, which is currently located at say 43,250 kind of levels. It has not been reclaimed. And on the other hand, there is bearish crossover that is about to take place between the 9-day and 200-day exponential moving averages. So Bank Nifty might show a minor pullback and then it might start falling down, because there is a major constituent in the Bank Nifty that is showing huge weakness. निफ्टी में आप देखे हैं वही डबल टॉप यहाँ पे भी मिलेगा. डबल टॉप कंफर्मेशन निफ्टी में भी आ गया और इसमें तो पहले ही आ चुका है. देखिए, पहले आपने डबल टॉप कहाँ से बना है वो देखिए. ये डबल टॉप मान लीजिए कि 27 जुलाई के दिन जब 46,310 का लेवल दिखाया था वो, और उसके बाद में फिर 15 सितंबर के दिन और एक हाई बनाया था 46,310 का. सो दोनों लेवल ऑलमोस्ट बराबर है, और बीच का जो लोएस्ट क्लोज लेवल है वो है आपका 43,891. और अभी जो ये इससे नीचे एटलीस्ट 4 क्लोज हो चुका है उस लेवल के नीचे. ये जो 43,890 है और ऊपर में जो हाई आप देखें हैं कि 46,250 इस टाइप का होगा, तो राफली मान लीजिए कि ये 2000 से 2,400 पॉइंट नीचे की तरफ जाने की संकेत देता है. ये एक पैटर्न कई महीनों से बना है, मतलब जून से शुरू हुआ है और जाके अभी अक्टूबर के अंत में जाके ये डबल टॉप कंफर्म किया है बैंक निफ्टी में. मतलब ये एक क्लासिक डबल टॉप पैटर्न माना जाएगा और इसका प्रोजेक्शन वही 41,300 का आता है, तो वहाँ तक एक बार नीचे की तरफ जाएगा. और बैंक देखिए, बैंक काफ़ी वीक नज़र आ रहा है. द बैंक निफ्टी वीकली चार्ट शोज अ horn top kind of a formation. This is basically what is double top in the daily chart. It becomes a horn top in the weekly chart, and the import of the pattern is similar. It is bearish since it is a top, horn top, and it is also suggesting scale down to something like 41,000 to about 41,500 might come. So let's see how things pan out, but banks in general are likely to see weaknesses. Maybe one or two public sector bank may show some kind of resilience, but mostly the bank stocks are likely to go down. The CNX Midcap has already come down in a big way. CNX Midcap is trying to stage a comeback. On the last day, last Friday, it showed a good enough movement, more than a percentage point, right? But CNX movement, CNX Midcap, whether it will really show some kind of a strong rearguard action, or it is also in for just a pullback rally before the downtrend resumes. We will study this using our daily chart as well as the weekly chart, and not only that, we will study it in perspective and vis-a-vis the other indices. What we see here is that there is an attempt to scale up, attempt to move up. On Thursday, there was a hammer line, and that showed a bottom, and the bottom level was 37,655, and it has closed at 38,701. 1,000-point rally has happened in this. For mid-cap index, there is no big deal. In any case, there is a likelihood of its moving up further. And where do we expect it to go? Close to about the 50-day moving average at 39,377. इसमें थोड़ा बहुत रैली अभी भी हो सकता है. 39,375 से लेके 39,400, 450 ये रेंज भी जा सकता है ये. उसके बाद अगर ऊपर चले तो 39,850 के आसपास भी जा सकता है, बट उससे ऊपर जाएगा ऐसा उम्मीद थोड़ा कम है. दिस इज़ अनलाइकली टू टेक आउट the 39,850 to about 39,900 kind of levels. That is the pullback potential that I envisage for the mid-cap index. Even if it were to move beyond that, even if it were to get into the 40,000 plus levels, I think there would be a lot of selling in this in the mid-cap arena, and so it can actually come down. Mid-cap and small cap will see more correction. This is just the beginning, although there would be an attempt to pull it higher again, but I think even here some distribution is happening, but immediately you would see a kind of a pullback rally because RSI 14 has actually bounced back from after touching the 30 level, so that suggests that at least a pullback rally we can bank on. I mean, it could go up first and then fall further. That kind of a thing might happen even here. Weekly chart shows that it has fallen below the 9-week moving average decisively because this time it began from the levels above the 9-week moving average, which is around 39,536. Then it has fallen to test the 20-week moving average at 38,275, but bounced back. But the close is not much higher from the 20-week moving average. Close is at 38,701. So this tells us that the 20-week moving average, which roughly corresponds to 100-day exponential moving average here, and if it were to fall again, and if it does not sustain above 39,220 and it starts coming down, then it can even test 37,000 or lower levels. ये अगर 39,200 के ऊपर में सस्टेन नहीं कर पाया तो फिर ये नीचे की तरफ आने की संभावना दोबारा दिखी जाएगा, और ये हो सकता है कि 37,000 के आसपास भी पहुंच जाए आने वाले दिनों में. वो भी आ सकता है, उससे नीचे भी जा सकता है, बट डेली चार्ट शो कर रहा है कि कुछ बाउंस बैक हो सकता है. अगले हफ्ते में कुछ बाइंग होएगा इनिशियली, शॉर्ट टर्म बेयर मार्केट पुल बैक करेक्टिव रैली, बट उसके बाद में दोबारा सेलिंग आएगा, ऐसा ही उम्मीद करना चाहिए. Now we come to our stock review section. I would like to tell you one thing. While arguably one can come up with a buy call this week, but given the kind of scenario that we envisage, and given the propensity of most of the investors to not exit the position very quickly, we have decided to refrain from giving a clear buy call or clear indication that whether you should go long or short, sell or buy. In that case, it is better to come up with detailed reviews of several stocks so that you can gauge what is the nature of this downswing, how you should place yourself, and accordingly you take a decision whether you will jump onto it or you will wait. Our first review stock is Punjab National Bank, PNB. Look at the weekly chart. Once you look at the weekly chart, you will see that it is forming a base, and after that it has started moving up from June 2022. The intermediate trend saw a correction late 2022, early 2023, and after that it has moved up considerably. In the recent fall, it came down from 84, and on last Friday we saw that or last week it saw a low of 67.35. It is likely to bounce even in the short term. PNB's major problem would be the range between 85 and 89. I have discussed this stock a few weeks back. Then at that point of time also I emphasized that 85 to 89, this range will be a major supply zone, and it will take some time to cross that. But this is one stock among the bank stocks I'm bullish over the long term. So here you would get an opportunity to buy. If you buy now, you will see that same 84 through 89 range will bring in supplies, or it may not rise to those levels right now, because if the market sentiments becomes weak, then it may come down again. But this is one stock that you are not selling. You actually wait for lower levels to buy more. If it falls below 70, you start buying. You can go on buying till about the 20-week moving average, which is located around 65. Going forward, I have a feeling that this stock is headed for 110 to about 125 kind of range, but it needs to take out that severe resistance zone or supply zone between 85 and 89. Our second review stock is State Bank of India. State Bank of India also has been showing a distribution pattern. There could be, arguably, there is a head and shoulder pattern as well. And State Bank has also come below its 200-day exponential moving average, as well as there is a death cross of 20-day and 50-day exponential moving averages. Don't get surprised or be very jubilant about the great recovery that this stock posted from a low of 550 and finally closing at 561, very close to its 9-day moving average at 563. This is just a pullback rally. My estimation, my guess is that State Bank might move up to something like 580. Once it reaches 580 or a little higher, you would see fresh selling would come in, and it will fall, not just fall below 580, it will fall below the 200-day exponential moving average, which is currently around 570, or also the Gann angle, which might be located around, say, 68 or so. And you will see new lows, and those new lows you have seen in the when you look at the daily chart. See, in the month of April or March, it actually showed a low of 503. This time I'm expecting it to retest 510 to about 500 support zone again before any serious attempt to show a recovery happens. At higher levels, pair your holdings, unless of course you are in these stocks for very long period of time, you are a long-term investor. In that case, you would wait for opportunities to buy more at lower levels. But otherwise, shorter term, medium term investors would do well to book profits or at least get out of it, because there would be lower levels going forward. In all likelihood, that would happen, and we might see State Bank testing 510 to about 500 levels. Our third review stock is HDFC Bank. There is a reason why I have chosen HDFC Bank as a review stock again. It is to highlight one thing. Contrary to popular opinion, in my view, it is showing the early signs of a major weakness. Why do I say that? Look at the rectangle on the right hand top corner. This rectangle gives you the trading that has happened from late 2022 to the whole of 2023 up till the current date. It is on the weekly chart, it is showing distribution. And when the distribution is happening, look at the volume figures. Distribution is happening with higher volumes. People are actually getting out of it. So this stock, now look at the moving averages. The dark colored moving average which is lying above the orange colored 50-week moving average. The dark colored one is the 20-week moving average. The moving averages of 9-week, 20-week, 50-week all are sliding down. And an impending 9 or 20-week, 50-week moving average death cross is likely to happen over the next few weeks. Once that happens, even though there could be a minor rally, but it is unlikely to cross 1600. In fact, it is unlikely to cross probably 1570 either. It will go down and test the 200-week moving average located at 1423. That would be tested going forward. Not only that, although there is some support between say 1400 to about 1250, this 150 point range will definitely give some support to HDFC Bank. So at higher levels, expect selling in this counter. This is the major banking stock, the biggest weight banking stock in the bank nifty. So this will impact the bank nifty as well. But I would suggest that it's a great company, but not a great stock at the moment, because people are exiting the stock as is shown in the distribution pattern. So at lower levels, when it becomes quite attractive, that time you get into this. But now it would be better to avoid this, if you pare down your holdings and do not enter at this juncture into HDFC Bank thinking that it's a bargain. If you like my presentation, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others. However, don't forget to press the bell button so that you get the recommendation or the notification from YouTube whenever I post a video. Our first recommendations for this week is Steel Authority of India Limited, SAIL. After the spike in late August and early September, when it moved up from the levels of 84 and it climbed to something like 103, a 20-point run, roughly a 25% rally that happened in this stock, Steel Authority started coming down. It posted a low on last Thursday, again at 81.80. Friday it closed at 83.95. When you look at the sale chart, you can easily appreciate that the levels between 85 to 80 roughly would be the level where it has taken support for a long period of time, and generally it tends to consolidate around that range, and after that it posts a rally. Decision to give a buy call in this counter is because of the last 3 days of trading pattern. There is a likely pullback, and that pullback could take this to something like 87.50 to about 90. It is a very short term trade that I'm advocating. Otherwise, if you are planning to buy sell for the long haul, then you should attempt to buy it when it falls say close to about 80 or 82 kind of levels. Around those levels, if you buy and you put a stop loss below 75, I think the probability will be pretty high that you will make good money, because this stock has lots of buyer around say 80, 82 kind of levels, and it has been shown several times that this either consolidates or bounces back from these levels. The target will again be 103 to about 105. If it goes up further, we will review it and talk about further targets. Our second and last recommended stock this week is Reliance Industries. What you see now on the screen is the weekly chart of Reliance Industries. Of course, you can say that this is a sideways pattern that has been there since 2021 June. Reliance Industries, the reason behind the buy call is that it has actually shown a very good result, the quarterly result, and Reliance Industries, despite market fall, market moving up, it is in a range bound situation and is consolidating, so that gives an opportunity. A minimum upside that we see here is something like 2320 to about 2350. This is the range that can be envisaged immediately, and once it takes out that, then it can even go up to 2400. So you can buy it for a short term swing with a stop below 2200. If it manages to get past 2400, then expect something like 2450 to about 2475. Around that level, I think one should do well to book profits from this stock, because generally the market sentiment is such that very big rally is happening from the current levels looks rather unlikely. Reliance might lead because it has posted good results, and it might lead the pullback rally that is likely to happen this week. Thank you for being with me. If you like my presentation, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, share it among others, and also don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notifications whenever I post a new video. YouTube tells you.